The game, Minecraft. The man, Miner Thoughts. A podcast series that explores how the world of Minecraft is very similar to real life mining. Join us as these two worlds collide for real mining in Minecraft.
Hello and welcome to an explosive episode of Real Mining in Minecraft. I am your Miner Thoughts, and today, obviously, we're going to talk about explosions, TNT, real blasting in real life and in Minecraft. So, a couple years ago, about 4, maybe 5 years ago, before I joined Interrealms, before I really got into Minecraft, I did a series called Real Mining in Minecraft, and blasting was one of those things that I spoke about. And I did it because of these guys, the boomers, on Hermitcraft, showing them the proper handling of explosives. So, what do we have in Minecraft? We have TNT, of course. And TNT is made in Minecraft with sand and gunpowder. But why sand? Because in actual TNT, real life TNT, sand is not used. Well, if you look at the Minecraft wiki, it references dynamite, which uses diatomaceous earth, which is a form of sand. It has silica in it. So that is the reference. Dynamite is the actual reference for Minecraft TNT crafting recipe. It is basically a nitroglycerin mixed with that silica or diatomaceous earth. So that makes sense that they would use those two things, the gunpowder and sand, in Minecraft. But why didn't they just give us dynamite? I don't know. But how does it work in the real world? Well, what we use is a couple different things. We don't use TNT. We use ANFO, which is ammonium nitrate and fuel oil or diesel. Then we used an emulsified version of that, which is called emulsion. And the closest thing that it looks like is toothpaste. It's got that consistency. Both of those things are used in different applications. Emulsion is in areas that in a mine where maybe you have a lot of water. And then the ANFO is more pelletized, and that's used in drier areas. But what are the different components? How does TNT or ANFO in real life explode? Well, let's start from the ANFO. That's loaded into the holes that are drilled by the drill, whether it's one on the surface, drilling vertical holes, or a face drill underground, drilling horizontal holes. And you fill those holes with the blasting agent. Now, what you put inside that hole with the blasting agent is a blasting cap. And these blasting caps are set for different milliseconds. And each hole has it timed out in different milliseconds. So basically, the center will go off first, and then the next area holes, and then the next, and then the next. And it'll basically collapse upon itself. Then, after all the holes are filled, all the blasting caps are put in place and in their proper place. They're all tied in with a detonation cord, and that goes off at the same time and sets off all the blasting caps to go off in their appropriate order. And then from the detonation cord, a cord is run from a safe distance away from any rock that might just fly everywhere. People are in a safe area. That cord is tied to a detonator. Usually it's electric. 2 buttons have to be pressed, and or what they have now is a computer laptop knows which holes have been loaded and what the blasting pattern is, so it'll tell you if everything is correct. So blasting has come a long way. So how does that compare to Minecraft? Well, of course, we have TNT. That's our blasting agent. But how do you time them to go off at a specific time? Well, you have repeaters. And you can set repeaters at 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, or 4. And you can also add more repeaters to delay them even more. So that, in essence, is our blasting gap because you can time them out. And then you have redstone dust. That ties everything together. That in essence is our detonation cord. And then, of course, you run that redstone dust far enough back to a safe distance to where you can set either a lever or a redstone block or something to initiate the blast. And that is basically like our detonator, our plunger, or maybe like in the Looney Tunes where you see the old detonation box, but they don't use anything like that anymore. So that is how blasting in real life is kind of like blasting in Minecraft. TNT in Minecraft, though, is a little bit more chaotic, especially when you're dealing with the chaotic people on Interrealm, such as myself. But it always works in creative. I again would like to plug the Patreon that we talked about last week. I would like to put some of the blasts, like you see in the picture over here, in the Patreon for people to see, for members that have signed up to the Patreon and other blasting related things. So that's one perk. You get to see things from real mining that I've done. And I promise to get better at putting more of that stuff on the Patreon. But if you want to reach us in other ways, you can reach us on the Discord. Myself, the Troj, or any of the Interrealmers will be kicking around the Discord, the Interrealms SMP, or you could reach us through an email. If you just want to talk to us one-on-one, leave a message, leave a comment, leave a suggestion. You could do that at minecraftlabpodcast@gmail.com, or you can talk to us over on the socials. We're on Twitter X, and that is mclab_podcast, or on Blue Sky at labmcpodcast. We're over on both of those. And of course, you can find us on the Interrealms SMP.com website. Find all the podcasts we have there. Up in the top left-hand corner, you'll find a button, and click Connect and Podcasts, and you'll find everything there. So thank you for sticking around and letting me ramble on about my favorite thing in real mining, blasting. I love it. It's just one of those things that makes my job that much better, knowing that I can go underground and I can drill some holes and blast, and I can do a lot of branch mining. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
This has been a production of the Interrealms Podcast Network. For more information, go to podcast.interrealmssmp.com. You can see the full link in the description of this episode. Thank you for listening.